All right. Well, let's go ahead and move on, yo. Let's move on. So, next topic. This was interesting. So I discovered a new podcast called, it's called the GOAT Podcast. G.O.T.E. That's what I was talking about. Let's see. And it stands for Greatest of the Era. And so, yeah, and this is right. This is kind of the same thing we talked about. And Seth Curry and some other guy are the hosts of this podcast. And I thought it was cool. Yeah. And so because they know that the GOAT argument is so prevalent in sports media today, but so difficult to deal with for all the reasons that we've detailed, they said, let's start tightening down to errors, which we talked about is a very good idea. Maybe they were watching the Format Podcast. I don't know. So
I should have changed it. I should have started my own podcast too. Called it GOAT. Dang it. They took it.
I know, right? So this was interesting because this particular episode I listened to was the best defenders of the 2010s. And I was like, this is neat. We can do a topic on this. And it had some really interesting thoughts. And the guest on this particular episode, it was the host, it was Seth Curry, and it was former Celtic and now I think he plays for Charlotte, Grant Williams, who is a guy who played a lot of defense in his career. And so he was giving some of his thoughts, and I thought it was interesting. So I put up on the rundown, as you can see, some of the guys who were some of the best defenders of the 2010s. So before we go ahead and get started, man, who are some of your best defenders of the 2010s? What do you think?
The first one that pops off is Kawhi Leonard.
Well, there he is.
Put him right there at the top of the list.
Yeah.
Ron Artest goes without saying. Do we count him in the 2010 era? Or does he count in the 2000s?
He crosses multiple eras.
Okay. Because
right in the late 90s and played probably till about 2015. So,
okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. I'll take it because they won a championship in 2010, so I guess you can count them then.
And I hate him for it, but anyway.
Yeah. You could. I would be aforementioned, not mention Draymond Green.
Right.
Draymond Green deserves to be in that conversation.
Tony Allen. There you go.
Oh yeah, Tony Allen. Kobe talks about him all the time. Like,
so much.
I hated him.
Right.
Hated guarding him. Hated being guarded by him. 2010s. Cephalosha. I'll take Cephalosha out of OKC.
Very good.
Great defender. Long, about 6'8", 6'9".
Yeah.
Long, savvy defender. Could knock down a three occasionally, if he needed to. 2010s.
But that was more the 2000s, not the 2010s.
He was in 2010.
Well, I think he was
Cephalosha?
No, I was saying Kmart.
Oh, Kevin. Yeah. Kenyon Martin?
Oh, yeah, he was in the 2000s.
Yeah, that's 2000.
At that point. Do you have to say Dwight, Steve? Because getting into the 2010s is when his back gave out and he was no longer the same guy, right? When he was at his absolute peak, we would say, well, what, that 2009 year when they got beat by the Lakers, where they beat the Cavaliers in the Eastern Conference Finals. So that was his absolute peak, and he fell off. Wow. Steve. Steve, why?
Oh my God.
Yeah, that was bad.
That was bad. 2010s. Paul George. My bad. Paul George.
He can't league as a defender. That's a great point.
Yeah, he was definitely a two-way.
Joakim Noah, big man defender.
Joakim Noah. Yeah. Joakim Noah.
Right.
Let me see.
Not spelling it out, Steve. Thank you.
Iguodala was a good defender. Iguodala was a good defender. He played with Philly.
Played with Philly. Golden State. Won a chip with MVP in Golden State.
MVP. There you go.
Marcus Gasol. Yep. Defensive Player of the Year.
Chris Paul.
How did we forget that guy?
Chris Paul. Golly, boy, you didn't want to guard him.
Yeah.
Didn't want to guard him, and you didn't want him guarding you. He would pick your pocket.
Yeah. No doubt. So those are some good names we named for guys in the 2010s. So here I wanted to. We've got two different segments we want to listen to. One is when they are discussing modern NBA defense, and I thought this was really interesting, especially in the light of the last few days when I've been kind of talking about Rudy Gobert. That's a great one, Edward. Yes.
Got him in 2010s. When did he get drafted?
I want to say maybe like 2014, 2015, right around there.
Has Rudy Gobert been in the league that long?
He was in Utah first. And Minnesota traded that haul to get him. I think he won like 2 or 3 defensive player of the years in Utah.
Let me look this up. I don't feel like Rudy Gobert been in the league that long.
On that defender list, Laker Nation. I'm sure you'll call in. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. I don't think I put Andrew Bynum up there, but we'll talk about it.
Because he peaked in 2010. After that, he was done.
Oh, right.
Yeah, he peaked in 2010.
Mm-hmm.
Won the championship. After that, his injury started taking a toll, and he started going in the clubs and not caring about rehab, and it was over for him.
Yeah. But yeah, so we got 2 segments. One is modern NBA defense, and both of these are from the GOAT podcast, Greatest of the Era. And the second one is about LeBron James's defense. And I thought this was really interesting.
Oh, dang. You know what? He was.
No, you'll know why when we hear it.
But
yes.
But
I know. Time
he was
all in.
top 3 in defensive player of the year, multiple years.
I think a lot of that was his name, but I think a lot of that was his name. We'll talk about it. Okay. But you want to start with that one, or you want to start with modern NBA defense and what these guys have to say about it?
Let's go modern. Okay. And then I want to hear, because I want to hear modern first, and then I want to hear how LeBron was a good defender back then.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So let's do. We'll talk about the modern, and I thought it was very interesting. Let's go.
Is a defensive specialist still important in today's game?
I think there's value, but you rarely see a defensive specialist play a high level of minutes. Like the thing that you see with nowadays, in order for you to be a specialist, you have to not only specialize in defense, but you also have to be able to shoot. Like there's 2 specialties required versus prior and probably in the early 2010s, you could get away with having a guy like Thabo Sefolosha or somebody on the court. Keith Bogans, where it's like all they do is guard the best player. But now with the spacing of today's NBA and the need for it, like you match up your 5-man with them, and now it allows a guy like Rudy Gobert or a guy like Hassan Whiteside or Dwight Howard to be able to block shots at a high level.
I'm glad you brought that up, because when I go through my GOATs, I can't have you on that list if you didn't give me nothing on the offensive end. I feel like, to me, I feel like you're cheating, because if I went out there on the floor and played 30 minutes, whatever it is, and I wouldn't worry about offense at all, I wasn't expending any energy trying to get a bucket, I feel like I'd be a hell of a defender, even me. So that's the way I view it.
So my question for that would be, though, like, what if that is not designed part of your team? Like, what if the guy is capable of being a scorer? Like, you look at a guy like Jeremy Grant back when he was on the Nuggets, and he was guarding the best player, but they realistically didn't need him to produce. And then he goes to a team like Portland, and now he's getting 15, 20 points a game.
Jeremy Grant's a stretch, because he was still giving you double digits. It wasn't like he went out there just sitting in the corner.
Yeah, he can go get 10 or 12 for sure.
Right. So is that
some guys out there in the 12? Is that like the number?
You got to give me something. There's some guys out there that give you 5, 6. Really not a threat at all on offense. Not even
that rough 8 is kind of tricky, because it's cardio. It's still in the cardio range.
I mean, it all depends on the minutes you're playing, but you have some guys who literally weren't sitting in the corner. The Sefoloshes, Robert, like some of that fifth position on the OKC teams were out there literally for defense only.
I have names for that, like Briante Weber, like Sefolosha, Corey Brewers, like at the time, looking by Mute, like there were a bunch of guys that were like averaging like 6 to 8 points that like you never were like, oh, he's a deadly shooter, or he's like, he might get an offensive rebound tip in, but like he never really provided the offensive production.
Yeah. Bruce Bowen. Now you can't really do that no more today. If you can't knock down an open shot like you said, or produce on offense, you really ain't no spot for you in the league, especially when you get to the playoffs.
Agreed.
So good stuff. Yeah.
Is Seth not still in the league no more?
Seth Curry? I don't think he is. I don't think he is.
Why?
I don't know.
I just not thought about that. I'm like, you know what? I haven't heard Seth's name all season. Like, is he not in the league? Bro, he guy's a heater.
Wouldn't be. Oh, no, he plays for the Hornets, apparently. According to Wikipedia, he's with the Hornets.
Oh, okay. Well, damn. They quiet over there. Yeah, he's on the Hornets.
There you go. Okay.
Still shooting 44% from 3, so I guess the 3's still working.
Moving around so much, and he's a...
Yeah, this is what, like his 18?
Yeah, they need to just make him, and I'm going to use this analogy again, they need to make him a microwave type guy. Come in off the bench and get buckets.
Shoot it. Come in and do what your brother do. Shoot it. You got 10 minutes. Go.
You might not be Steph, but you Seth. Shoot that thing.
Like, I mean, multiple years, 45, 45, 44, 40, 46.8, 40. You can shoot it. We know you can. We know you can.
Fact.
We know you can.
No doubt. But yeah, I thought that was interesting what he was saying. And one of the things that really stuck out to me is when Seth Curry said he feels like if you're just playing D, but you don't provide anything on the offensive end, you're cheating. And I'm like, wait a minute. How many players today only play offense and don't provide anything on the defensive end and is golden? How is that not cheating?
Jokic. That's him. All offense. No
defense. Get you.
He knows Jokic don't play no defense.
He doesn't seem to care. He thinks that's great. You know. My bad. He gets steals, Transformer. He gets steals, so he plays defense. Anyway, let's move along. But no, in all seriousness, like that really stuck out to me. And so I thought it was interesting that not only can you be a lockdown defender, you have to be a 3-and-D guy. So it's not just you play defense, but you have to be able to shoot the 3-ball as well. And to me, the simple answer to this is stop trying to switch everything. Because the whole thing is this, right? You're looking for this positionless basketball. You're looking for guys who can guard all 5 positions. If you have guys that can guard all 5 positions, then why are they running all these pick and rolls trying to find a mismatch? You'll never have guys that can guard all 5 positions. Basketball don't work that way.
Yeah.
Everybody's not the same size. Everybody's not the same body. Everybody's not the same skill set. There will always be positions. Yes, it's more positionless than it has been in the past, but there's always going to be positions. And because, that's bodies are going to be different. So if you stop switching everything and play defense the way we were taught, I'm not saying it's going to be perfect, but you will find a lot less situations where this so-called quote unquote hunting the mismatch happens. You won't be in a position where you got Luka with Rudy Gobert isolated out on the wing getting put in a blender. You know what I'm saying? Like that shouldn't happen. But if you didn't have this stupid defensive philosophy of switching everything, that wouldn't happen. Am I right?
Yeah.
And that's my thought. But yeah, I think there were a lot of really great the defenders back then. I mean, let's take a look at some of these. So here's one that you mentioned, and I cut up some B-roll for this earlier. And here's one that you mentioned, right? Obviously, it's look at the Tony Allen, Kobe Bryant match. Beautiful. And you know what I see, right? Obviously, we know that Kobe is one of the most skilled and greatest offensive players, period, not just offensive, right? Because obviously, you know what? Why didn't we say that? He was one of the great defenders too, Kobe.
I mean, but not in 2010s.
Right. Okay. Got you.
We're talking 2010s.
Right. But so one of the things I noticed with Tony Allen, and it probably would make him hard for him to defend today, look how he kept such great physical contact with Kobe, with or without the basketball, right? Because he knows you give that guy an inch of space, we know what's going to happen, right? You know, I know, Laker Nation knows, everybody who ever watched basketball knows. You give Kobe some space and let him get going, you're in big, big trouble. So
cook.
You're
fried. You're benched, actually. You're benched. But hey, bench. No, can't do that.
No, get out of here. So, yeah, so, even if you look it up, Kobe talks about when they say, hey, who is the toughest guy you had to deal with in terms of guarding? Oh, Tony Allen. He don't even let him finish. Yeah. And I think the ultimate
Prince.
Tayshaun Prince was tough too, but not like Tony Allen. That was different, man. Yeah. And plus, Tayshaun Prince was in the East, so he didn't have to deal with him as much, I guess, till he went to Memphis. But Tony Allen was, that was tough. Yeah. And then obviously Tony Allen, he helped us a great deal in 2008 against you guys. And then he tried to help us in 2010 against you guys, but you guys got it done as well. So the matchup was crazy.
Pivot, spin, pivot, fade, bucket, Kobe Bean. Market. What was unguardable, man?
Speaking of 2010, I guess I'll just go to this guy, another elite defender from that time frame. Mr. Mr. Medicine.
Championship season.
Mr. Ron Artest. Yeah, absolutely. One of them anyway. That was the Western Conference Finals against Denver. So it's funny. I was in Iraq when that happened, and my I want to say roommate, but we were living in a true in that metal canister thing. Anyway, he's a Cali dude, so he was my man El Boogie. He's a big Laker guy, like you guys are, and so I remember we were watching this Western Conference Finals, and then of course we watched these NBA Finals on the Armed Forces Network. And
I'll tell you what, Harden is fouling Ron Artest out in 5 minutes. He is fouling him out in 5 minutes. Look how Ron Artest used his hand. He used that hand to touch you. Harden is fouling him out in 5 minutes.
It was a different game back then. You know what I'm saying? Harden didn't become Harden till like 2014. You know?
Yeah.
He really became him. But we see, watching Meta Sanford, Artest, Ron Artest, and I think the key, what year was what? 90? No, it wasn't 98, man. It was 08, 09. That's when I was in the box. But yeah, so this guy. No, the key, what we're seeing with these elite defenders is they're keeping physical contact with the guys they're defending, and that's impressive. Of course, we got another guy, another great one from that period.
The claw.
Yeah, man.
Claw.
If his needed, right, the way he snatches everything, why does it keep doing it? Did not do that when I was cutting it. Pardon me, y'all. But yeah, just looking at Kawhi, always seems to be around the ball. He always seems to know exactly where to slap it out. See, those are steals, Edward, not just lazy playing the passing lanes like Jokic. But anyway. Ooh. Good block. Yeah, pinned it. But yeah, so
very LeBron-esque right there.
Kawhi Leonard was so athletic, and
granted, his hands were enormous.
That's why he was the claw, and the way he could move so well laterally, really, really special, man. I think one of the best defenders we've ever seen. It's really a shame that his body just keeps betraying him.
Yeah. No, that's for sure. One heck of a defender. He came in the league. It's different when these guys come up and they're defenders first, and then they learn how to be offensive guys.
Right.
Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, those guys, they came in because they were great wing defenders, right? And they just picked up, learned how to shoot, dribble, and eventually Kawhi Leonard turned into a 20-point guy, 25-point guy. Then now he's an MVP caliber guy. Paul George, same difference. Start off defense, got the 3-ball rolling. All of a sudden, he knew he could put the ball in the basket. That boy in Indiana was all hell on water. It's just you couldn't guard him, but he can guard you. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, Sneed. Claw was a sound, clean defender. I don't know. He didn't. Because even if you look in those clips, he always was able to just get the ball out of there right at the right time without hacking somebody. Like,
he's true eye on the ball.
Yes.
He played true eyes ball. Like, okay, where's the ball?
Like he's in the crouch and he's doing it, and the last one we have is maybe we can call him dirty, but still a really intelligent defender and just an outstanding defender for his era. I don't think he's an all-time great defender, but a really great defender for his era. And that's Draymond Green. And just watching this, I didn't realize like the blocks that he got when he was in his physical prime. I'm like, this guy was getting. I remember
Dre gets in there now. Dre used to be in there. I'd be like, God damn, how y'all letting this dude?
At only like 6'7". Come on, Dirk. Draymond, you 7 feet. That's not supposed to happen. Gotcha. Thought you had me beat, didn't you? But yeah, Draymond, and what I will say, really, really strong too. I'm not the biggest fan of him, right? But really, really strong in terms of post defense. Smart in terms of getting the defense organized. When he was at his best, he was really, really good. So this was, you're right. It's not that serious. Paul George hasn't been the best since that injury. No, you're 100% right.
Freak nasty injury too.
This was a really, really interesting topic, and it was kind of near and dear to my heart, kind of getting back to defense because it's something that we do not see the way we used to. Great call. Yes.
Shane.
Now, everybody was talking about what great defense LeBron played, and we'll get to that in a second. In Miami, it was real easy when Shane Battier had to play on the ball all the time, and LeBron could play like that safety kind of thing, which he's been doing for a long time. LeBron was never the dude to get in the crouch and lock up. He's never been that guy, but, it is what it is.
You do know he finished top 5 in defensive player of the year, not in Miami, right?
I fully understand that, but tell me the last time you remember him getting in the crouch and really locking up. You tell me that.
For a full game, it's been a long time. But really?
Never. He never did. You tell me when he did.
He never did. I recall a game maybe 2 years ago. 2 years ago, we were playing the Clippers.
Okay.
2 years ago, we were playing the Clippers. LeBron James had to check. I think it was Kawhi Leonard first or Paul George first. One of them was first.
Okay.
Literally, they tried to ISO LeBron James on the wing. He defended Kawhi or Paul George, maybe backwards, where they had to give up the ball.
The game, right?
And LeBron James switched on the other defender and locked him up right after that.
No,
those two guys can shoot.
No, I'm talking about this is my assignment. I'm going to completely take him out of the game for the whole game. I've never seen him do that. Never. He doesn't do that
because like that's not like the true defenders like the Kawhi Leonards, right? They necessarily don't have to do that. We can say the same thing about Jordan. Jordan wasn't always primary. He had Pippen.
Before Scotty came, though, Mike was doing that. Mike was locking up.
Okay, before Miami, Braun was locking up.
No, but that's what I'm saying. He wasn't. He never was that guy. That's a great one. Sneed. But let's do this.
Dwayne Wade was a great defender.
He's an all-time leading shot blocking guard. He passed Michael Jordan. Took him a little extra time, but he is the all-time leading shot blocking guard in history. Yeah.
You know what? That's a stat that I didn't know. That's a good stat to know. I didn't know.
Yeah,
that.
Mike first, and then D Wade took that. All right, let's do this. Let's hear what these guys have to say about LeBron as a defender.
How good is LeBron James on defense? We see the chase down blocks. We see the switches. Obviously, he's 40 years old doing amazing. I'm 40 and I can't do nothing. I ain't touching the court no more. But this guy, I don't understand how he does it, has the energy, could guard 1 through 5. Tell me about LeBron James as a defender.
So for me, I view it as like I've gotten older LeBron, and he's a more like mindful defender. Like LeBron doesn't really like his activity has changed completely since when he was 2012, 2011. Not deservedly so. He's 40-something years old. But I look back to the 2010s when he was really guarding, and I always remember like he was a physical defender, but I don't necessarily say that he was the best defender.
He was in the passing lanes. He was athletic. He picked his spots kind of like he does now, but you had to be mindful of where he was at because he was in the passing lanes and he would come from across the court to block shots too. So
he reminds me of like the way Jimmy Butler's in passing lanes when he was on the Heat. Like he was just like always anticipating, oh, you're about to make this pass, I'm out, and then I get a wide open dunk and transition. Versus he was never like on ball point defender, and I think that's the differences because there's some defenders who just know how to think the game. So like they're low man, and then all of a sudden the pass is going to be in the air. They know to make a little jump on it, while others are more kind of conservative.
Old LeBron, remember he said that.
Steal. So I think LeBron has always been that guy that's like, hey, if I have a chance to get it, I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna just get a wide open transition layup. If it doesn't happen, then guess what? I got Chris Bosh or somebody behind me to help me.
He didn't play.
Who didn't play?
He didn't play prime Braun. So how would you know?
Because we're not blind. I never played prime Braun, but
I remember that finals. Braun had to guard Rose.
No, first of all, you're talking about the Eastern Conference Finals, and no, he did not guard him. This is what happened. Derrick Rose was guarded by Mario Chalmers for most of the game, and then selected stretches during the fourth quarter, they would put LeBron on him after Derrick Rose had to do all his work all game long. This is what I'm talking about.
If that's the case, I'm a Kobe lover. Then Kobe wasn't a great defender.
Yes,
Kobe never guarded all game.
No, yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Kobe never guarded all game.
Saying he guarded all game, every game, but yes, he did. No, not all game, every game, but yes, he did.
Okay, so where's the metric?
Right? Hold on.
Where's the metric? So when I need to play defense, I'm a great defender. But then you knock me because I'm not guarding him at that point in time?
Can I make an example for you? Can I give you an example of what I'm talking about? You ready? Look at games 4, 5, and 6 of the 1996 NBA Finals. Gary Payton, with a torn calf, said, Jordan is my assignment, and guarded him from opening tip to the end and gave him hell. That is what I'm talking about. Taking the assignment, locking up. This is my man. Same way we saw Tony Allen chasing Kobe everywhere he went. That's what I'm talking about. And I'm not saying he kept Kobe from score. I'm saying really locking up, defending, getting in a guy's jersey, pause, all game long. That's what I'm talking about. LeBron.
Look who you're naming. Gary Payton.
Mm-hmm.
What is he known for?
Defense. That's his main thing, the glove. But he was
the
also
glove, right? His nickname was the freaking glove. He didn't have to spend no energy on offense like that. The guys who expend energy on the offensive side of the ball like that are not guarding 1-on-1 all game. They're getting switched out. Kobe Bryant, Lamar Odom. Kobe Bryant, Ron Artest. Kobe Bryant, Horry, Robert Horry. He switched off. He's like, yo, I can't guard all game. I got to be able to put up 25 to 30.
Let me do this. Let me do this for you, young fella. Okay, I'm gonna pull that card on you right now. Again, we're going back to Gary Payton, who was at his prime, at his absolute peak, probably from about 95 to 2001, right? And during that time, as peak, he was averaging like 23 and 8 assists, playing in the post and still being an elite lockdown perimeter defender, right? Doing
who was that? I'm sorry. Say it again. I'm sorry. Who was the name?
The glove.
Gary Payton. Gotcha.
So he was locking down and still giving you a lot of points, assists, running the offense, and being a really low post oriented guard, because at the time he was like a big guard. He's like 6'4", right? So that's an example I'm going to give you of a guy that was locking down defensively and still responsible for a lot on offense. So I don't like when we utilize that excuse.
No, because I want to go back and I want to look at the games where Gary Payton just said, your best guy, I'm guarding him all game. And I want to see his offensive output in the games. Because over time, I'm like, you can get points throughout the season, granted, because you don't have to check the best guy all the time.
Okay. So Nino, you say that, but let's go to Game 7 Eastern Conference semifinals in 2008, right? Let's go to that. LeBron had 45, Paul Pierce had 42. Who was he holding? Paul Pierce always played extremely well against LeBron in that matchup.
I got to score.
We can do that.
Okay, listen. When the points get high on the offensive side, they're not playing. Nobody's playing much defense. If I'm putting up 40 games where Kobe had to put up 40, Kobe also got 30 put on him.
Not always.
I watched it.
I'm not saying it never happened.
But I'm just saying, like, when you're a guy like LeBron James,
there you go, Sneak.
I'm running offense. I'm passing the ball. The ball, like, I'm the point. Everything runs through me. I'm 6'8", 240, 250, give or take, right? I'm not gonna check your best guy all game.
Then I
gotta spend energy on the offense. So didn't do that.
Okay, so hold on, Transformer. So this is what we're saying. You're saying that, but then you're still trying to tell me that LeBron was some great defender. He wasn't, and I've been saying it for years.
When he had to be.
Consistently. Oh, man, a great defender can lock up, take that assignment. Ron Artest averaged 20 points a game and I think won Defensive Player of the Year, right? He did it. Michael Jordan won Defensive Player of the Year averaging 35. He did it. So can we stop this? Oh, LeBron has so much other offense.
You name me one guy.
Come on, man. I've named you 3 guys so far.
Ron Artest, 20 points.
Right.
Ron doing 27, 28.
Okay, but what I'm saying, you're missing the point I'm trying to make, though. Still, I'm talking about if you're telling me that LeBron is a great defender, I want to see him. Well, I'll never see it now, but I never have seen him lock up for a whole game. I've never seen it. Just do it.
I'm not saying he's an elite defender. Is he on Kobe's level? Tony Allen, Meta Sanford Artest. Is he on those levels? No. But to say he's not a defender, if anything, at least good defender, he was that. There's no way I'm making a 6-team all defense in a stretch. In 3 out of those seasons, I finished top 5, top 3 in Defensive Player of the Year. Stop it, Bruce. Stop it.
Also know, and we also know that LeBron has gotten a lot on his name and reputation throughout his career.
Jordan got extra stats on his career. Come on, call a spade, bro.
No.
Call a spade.
No.
You can't do that, bro. So either the accolades and what he got counts or it don't. Which one?
We talking about,
bro? We talking about? Yeah. Does it count or not?
I mean, it has to count at the end of the day. It has to count. It is my personal opinion, let me clarify, that he's gotten a lot due to marketing and helping him out.
So now it's marketing and helping them out.
Listen, I'm not saying he's dumb. Wait. Hold on.
What are we talking about?
Hold on, I'm about to tell you. Were you here the other night when I don't know if you were here, the last time when I was talking about how Rich Paul was getting on Stephen A saying that Bronny needs to be packaged and presented differently? What does that tell you? He needs to be packaged and presented differently. I know Bronny is not his father, is a different player. But what I'm saying is that tells you what these guys have been doing and what's been done for them their whole career. It's right there with the same thing of the 50,000 career points. But we're not going to go down that hole again. But it's the general premise of LeBron gets a lot because it's all part of the marketing. Does that mean he's a bum? No, but two things can be true.
LeBron James finished top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year with a block on his resume and a steal and a half.
Okay. All right, you got it, man.
Either he's playing defense or he's not, Bruce. Which one is it?
I said he's a good help defender. I said that, but you're not hearing that. You're not hearing when I said that. What have I been saying this whole time?
When Timmy tried to bam on him and Bron blocked it right in his face, that was 1-on-1. So I'm trying to, was that help or was that 1-on-1?
What? Okay, you don't want to listen. That's cool.
No, because you're not keeping it even, bro.
I am keeping it.
You're saying, because you're saying, oh, well, he never said, I'm going to draw the best assignment and I'm going to guard him all game. Kobe didn't do it. And
Kobe did. We've seen
Kobe's
Kobe.
a great player. Kobe's one of the all-time greats. Legend.
Doing it with Paul Pierce? I saw that.
Did you not just see Ron Artest guarding Paul Pierce?
I've seen that.
Play your tape back. Play your tape back. Play your tape back. Play your tape back. Play it back.
Hold on. I'm about to tell you, I'm wrong. Thank you for correcting me. Kobe had Ray Allen. That was his assignment. And he had been trying to chase Ray Allen. I said I'm wrong. I have no problem with that.
Because that's not the best guy.
No, but what I'm saying, well, that's his assignment, and that was another elite guy, right? He was dealing, okay, when Ray Allen was in Seattle, wasn't that the matchup? And him and Kobe was going at it. I know you know that.
Yes.
I know that. Laker Nation knows that, right? Thank you, Laker Nation. Let me read this. Ija Morris, thank you so much for the super chat. Pardon me, man.
Absolutely.
We can get going sometimes. This is beautiful. Ija Morris says someone looked at Mike's spot here, and although some games had juice steals, other games had missing blocks. It's all balanced out. That whole juice steals thing, man. The fact that Nick Wright admitted that he was behind it, man, I don't believe that foolishness. I saw the thing and I read the whole long 6,000 word article they try to put together. I'm like, man, come on, man.
See, when it's something about Jordan, it's like, it's fugazi. It's about Bron, or it's something there.
Now that is Nick Wright. We know that dude is very disingenuous, if not a flat out liar. We know that.
He got that from other sources. I know what clip you're talking about. He
was the one who said that. He was the one that was behind it. He admitted that. Yeah. If it was from somebody else, I might be more inclined. But it's Nick Wright, man. Nick Wright. But anyway, we can. But Ija Morris, thank you so much for the super chat, man. I appreciate your support, brother.
Absolutely. I appreciate it.
We weren't ignoring you. We just get heated sometimes, but it's all love. That's what sports talk is.
Nino, Paul Pierce gave Kobe buckets down the stretch. Kobe's tired and plays all. I'm like, bro, I got to score. I have to score. So you can't tell me all these guys are defenders. The guys on this list are all great defenders. Great defenders, right? Mm-hmm. They are never the guy where the offense runs through them. Bron is that. Bron has always been that. So you can't tell me that he needs to guard the best player 24/7 on the. Come on now, that's not realistic, bros.
Seeing other guys do it. When KG was the top guy in Minnesota, wasn't he doing it? He was still doing it. We watched him do it when he was the top dog in Minnesota. We watched Kawhi do it, being the top guy in San Antonio, right? We watched that.
Was he the top guy? Timmy was still there.
No, at the end, Timmy wasn't the top guy. Timmy was averaging like 13 at the time. Kawhi, at the end, he took over. Then he got
San Antonio's an anomaly. Them boys had 3 Hall of Famers, bro. Stop it.
But the point I'm trying to make is I've named numerous guys for you that did it. You just don't want to accept that.
Yeah, but okay. KG, the offense didn't run through KG like it does LeBron.
In Minnesota?
Let me finish. Did you hear me? Okay, it does LeBron. KG has one assignment. Get down to the post, I get the ball. KG doesn't start working until he gets to the post.
That's not true.
Is working from the inbound. He's working. I get the ball in the inbound, and I'm bringing the ball up the court all game. I can't check your back. If I need to be a facilitator, I need to facilitate your offense, and I need to be the point getter, and I need to play defense. I'm not going to play your best guy all game.
All right,
that's all I'm saying.
What's good, Be More Girl? Good to see you. Good to see you. Thank you for joining in.
Oh, my boo here. Time for me to go.
No, this is what I'm saying about real talk. Yeah. We're going to take the Boston piece out of it, and I'm going to stay with Kobe. When Kobe was, he was obviously the guy in LA pretty much, since Shaq left. So we'll say that. And Ray Allen was the guy averaging 25, 26 a game in Seattle. Was Kobe not basically having everything run through him and still had to chase Ray Allen around and deal with him? Did he not
have to guard him the whole game?
What's his name? Rip Hamilton?
He didn't guard him the whole game. Because you're the excuse of LeBron. But it's in stretches. Kobe was in stretches when he had to play Melo in the conference finals. He guarded him in stretches. He switched it to Lamar Odom. Like, hey, bro, I can't check him all game because I got to give you points. So guess what? Lamar, take the switch. Lamar said, say less. I got it. He guarded Melo.
When I say the whole game, I'm not saying every single minute of every single possession, whole game. But you know what I mean when I say.
What's the definition of stretches, Bruce?
No, when I say whole game, I mean that's your assignment and you defend that. You know what I'm saying?
Stop it. I'm still gonna keep it PG.
How about this, man?
Breaking news. Aaron Rodgers is now signing with the Jacksonville Jaguars. There you go.
Huh? The hell out of it.
See, I just had to throw us off real quick. Are we back on track? We're back on track.
Let's open these phone lines up, man. I'm sure this is a topic that people would love to get in on. So
that's what I'm saying, Sid. KG, it ran through KG. The offense did, right? But it doesn't run through it like LeBron James. LeBron James is the offense.
He wasn't running point forward. Okay. All right, y'all. Whew. All right. 904-219-8264. 904-219-8264. Give us a call. Let's hear your thoughts on this, guys. Melo said Kobe told him, we letting you go off till the fourth quarter, then I'm locking you up. Kobe told Melo that. Melo said Kobe told him. Huh. I want to find that somewhere. I don't believe I've heard that. But I'm not saying I'm not saying that's not the case. Bruce, what up? Hello?
What's going on with y'all tonight?
There we go. Good evening, sir. How are you?
It's Bruce.
Yeah, I know who you are, man. Come on, man.
It's Bruce.
Bro.
Transformer, thank you for destroying him again. God damn.
Transformer
the pet. You've been rolling, brother.
Bruce sad.
My brother Transformer will never answer his inbox.
Making stuff up.
Transformer will never answer the inbox, man. But I got to see a busy guy, so I respect it.
I opened up my inbox. It probably got 20 unread messages, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I feel you, bro. Hey, bro, I understand, bro. I understand you're busy. Hey, I'm a patient man.
Yes,
Bruce was blasphemy with the say that LeBron wasn't a great defender in his prime. Even if it was off ball defensive. Off ball, he was above average on ball defensively. But off ball defense, elite. To say LeBron wasn't a great off ball defender is absolute blasphemy, Bruce. Stop it.
I said he was a very good off ball defender, a very good help defender, which is the same thing.
That's off ball.
Great. He was a great help defender. And probably the greatest chase down blocker of all time. No, is the greatest chase down blocker of all time.
You're not wrong there.
You know, you come going down the court, you think you got a wide open layup, prime LeBron. Even now, y'all hear them big footsteps coming behind y'all. You best believe that. How many chase down blocks LeBron done had that was legendary? I'm talking about. He done
James
down block. LeBron is the greatest chase down blocker of all time. Guys shaking their boots and they know LeBron behind them on the break, and they think they got a wide open layup. You better believe that. We can pull up film on that. You better believe when a player thinks they got a wide open layup and prime LeBron, Shit.
Bruce, I'll do you one better. Kobe on a fast break literally said he dunked it with two hands and Braun was behind him. He's like, I dunked it that way because I heard your feet. He's like, I knew you was right there. He was like, I got to put the ball in front of me and make sure I don't give room for you to block it. He was like, I knew you was coming. He's like, I felt you coming.
The St. LeBron is not the Cavs. From years his first step with the Cavs and his second step with the Cavs. In Miami, they're like number one defense. They number one defense now in the past month and a half.
Actually, they're not.
But Braun walked in.
Though.
I mean, let's put it like this, Bruce. I don't want to make this whole thing about. We talk about LeBron's defense. As of late, you know, he bullshits around on defense as he gotten older. Yes. Also, I'm pretty sure all great players was a step or two slow when they're 40. But goddamn, as of late, the Lakers are number one in team defense. I mean, and he's a big part of it. He's an integral part of it. He even got Luka scrapping up a little bit. I mean, he was scrapping up a little bit more than he was in Dallas. But far as like to say LeBron is not a great defender, Bruce, stop that. All his teams be number one defenses when they be on them championship runs. Stop it, Bruce.
Miami was never number one defense when LeBron was there. Cleveland was, and they didn't win anything.
I'm pretty sure they was top 5.
You said all his teams were number one defense. That's what you said.
Well, his Cavs teams was number one.
Miami wasn't, and you say, well, I'm sure they were top 5.
Okay, well, his Cavs teams was number one. And this year's Lakers team is probably, they've been number one in the past 45 days. I mean, goddamn, they playing great defense this year too, Bruce. Golly, Bruce.
Now, I wouldn't say, Bruce, not to cut you off, but I would not say that's because of LeBron. That's more because of the other wing help that we got. Danny Finney-Smith been playing out his mind. Vanderbilt playing out his mind. Rui Hachimura. Them 6'8" guys, they are flying to the ball. Bron has been playing very, very great, smart defense. Like playing the passing lane. I'm going to sit back. He's doing the Draymond Green thing. Sit back, and he's watching, calling out the plays, which is helping out the Lakers. That's what he's doing. He's like, yo, hey, check out this back door. He about to get ready to pass it right there. Up top, he's going to shoot it. And then the play goes exactly how he said it. So he's playing like more smartly now, but I wouldn't say it's because of Bron. It's because we got great wing defenders right now.
Absolutely. And we also didn't mention Andre Iguodala. Remember they talk about Andre Iguodala was like a great defender? Remember that?
Yeah, we did. We mentioned him.
Huh?
Yeah, we did. We mentioned him. But that's
remember when they played a great defender, he got finals MVP, right?
Here we go.
He got finals MVP for being a great defender against LeBron. What was LeBron James' number that series?
Here we go.
38-15.
Okay, so let's do this. What you need to do, what you have to do is go back and look at, because you LeBron fans love to just throw that number. Oh, he got finals MVP for holding LeBron to 35, whatever, right? Hold on. You got to look at his shooting percentages when defended by Iguodala, and you got to look at the change that Iguodala affected in the games when he was defending LeBron.
Man, go ahead, Bruce, with all your analytical bull
lazy,
crap.
Bro. Trust me, I'm not
an analytics with your analytical bull crap. Bruce, he got his ass cracked.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. Okay, you got it. Yeah, you got it. LeBron is the alpha and the omega. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Of course he is. He still make the needle move.
Yeah.
But I don't want to make this subject all about LeBron. Well, real quick, I know my time is coming down quite. Great defender of 2010s, Paul George. We got Dwight Howard. I seen that comment, Steve. Huh?
No, I was going to say the only thing about Dwight Howard, like he was at his absolute peak, like right before the 2010s, and then remember earlier in the decade.
Absolutely. Now that's when they went to the finals in 2009, 2010.
Right, and then like early in the 2010s, his back got hurt, and then he was never quite the same.
Do it twice.
Yeah, she and the kill. Well, who else was the great defender? Ron, of course, Ron. Sapalosa, Ron. Who else? You mentioned somebody. Huh?
We said Joakim Noah was one.
Joakim Noah. Yeah. Bradley. What's his name?
Bradley. That's right. Yo,
Avery Bradley.
That's a real good one.
Oh yeah, dang, Avery Bradley.
When he was Pat Bev, he was in history.
Pat Bev, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah, man. So yeah, we have some great defenders. But Jay, you know I was gonna go off about LeBron. Don't know if you ever disrespect a guy like that, man. But yeah, don't ever. I'm gonna get all. I'm gonna probably call him on the. Hey, Bruce, hey, Transformer, continue to shine, brother. You're doing great. You're doing a great job.
Please.
And I'm not trying. I'm not being. I'm dead serious. I'm not being sarcastic.
I'm sure you think you are.
I'm just saying, like from what I'm saying for the past. I mean, ever since I got on, but like he's really he really focuses. He really takes his notes and he really focuses on his work. And he comes in and he be ready, man. Like transform.
I appreciate it, bro. I definitely appreciate it.
That's why he's here, man. We believe it or not, we do this a lot. Like even when the show not on.
Oh, absolutely. Our text thread, you should not want to join it because it is back and forth all day.
Yeah.
Our debates and our inbox be crazy, but I'm gonna leave that alone.
Yeah, no doubt.
All right, now I'm gonna call back. I might call back on the next one.
I appreciate the call, brother. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, chat.
Serge Ibaka is a good one. He played in the 2010s. That's a real good one.
Sid Bubba, I saw you calling, man. Go ahead and call back. Let's get you.
Serge Ibaka, Chufaka, Waka Flocka, Lakers in 5.
Hold on, Sid Bubba. Let me take this call from Sneed. Sneed, what's going on, my brother? Salam.
Bruce, what up? Salam and Transformer salute, man. What's going on, fellas?
Salute, brother. How you doing?
All right, man. See, I love and respect the defense, bro.
Yes.
So I'm really happy to see this topic. All right, so I mentioned Ibaka, probably the best help defender of the decade. I'm going to probably go... I don't really want to put Gobert in there because I don't think he played enough for the decade. Would he play in half of that decade?
He did. He got a couple of defensive player of the years in that decade too.
Yeah, but like when would did he start winning those like 17, 18, 19 or something?
Yeah.
Okay, so I would put Tony Allen ahead of him because Tony Allen played most of that decade, elite defense.
Yeah.
And then Ibaka, and I guess CP3 too, because you're going to see him in a lot of all defensive teams during that decade.
Correct. Yeah.
But to comment on LeBron's defense, the LeBron defense it's got layers. Like I watched him in all the phases of his career very closely, like all of us did. But especially watching him every game in Cleveland, right? Because, we watch every game. You're a Cavs fan. So, on Bron's first stint in Cleveland, he was becoming a good defender at the end before he went to Miami. He became a very good defender in Miami. And then I would call that his defensive peak. And then you saw the consistency to defend start to kind of dissipate in like 15 and 16 because he was really just focusing on scoring.
Correct.
His offense was starting to level up. Like his jump shot got more reliable. He was looking to score more. A lot of people say he was like this pass first guy. I don't know when you would say that, but not in the second stint in Cleveland. Not at all. He was not a pass first guy. And for most of his career, he actually wasn't a pass first guy. It's true. His usage rate is just so high. The ball is always in his hand, so you're either shooting or passing.
Let me interrupt you real quick, Sneed. In the first 7 years of their careers, if you compare Michael Jordan and LeBron James, LeBron actually took a higher percentage of his team's total field goal attempts than Michael Jordan did. So that's a false narrative.
I know.
I just wanted to put it out there for everybody listening.
No, I'm with you, bro.
He didn't shoot nowhere near the amount of times Jordan did. We know that, right?
You hear what I said? He took a higher percentage of his team's field goal attempts than Michael Jordan did. Michael Jordan only took like 200 more field goal attempts in those first 7 years, but that's a whole different thing we could talk about.
So let me say this about LeBron's defense, right?
The numbers.
LeBron's defense, it depends on who he's defending. Anytime he's on a guard, he has to respect the speed of the guard. You see him play off a lot. Anytime a player, he knows for a fact that he doesn't have the feet to keep up with him. And what that does is those guys were shooting over Bron. Like Kobe was shooting over Bron because Bron was too far away because Bron knew he would get beat on the feet. He would get by him every time. So Bron was trying to, like, being smart in his mind. If I get too close, he's going to get by me. And then, he would overplay the defense if he was too close. Kobe would get him on a pump fake. He was getting fouls. And Bron's not really a guy who fouled a lot. He was actually very careful about things like that. So he wasn't willing to take many risks. He was more like, I'd say he was more conservative about trying to block shots. If you look, LeBron didn't really block a lot of shots on ball. Mm-hmm. All of his blocks are coming on help defense.
Yep.
So to say he's an elite defender, it's really not the case. He was never really an elite defender. Even his best years defending, there were other defenders that were actually better. He was a very good defender for, I'd say, probably half his career. I'd say there's probably 10 seasons where LeBron was a good to very good defender. He was never an elite defender. To be an elite defender, you have to be so special. There's only a few of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not something to throw around lightly. It's just not. If you look at the guys who are elite defenders, that's usually their calling card, and they don't do much else.
Correct.
It's very rare. A couple of guys that do defend and also can score. Like Kawhi Leonard was unique. Paul George
as a defender. Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah,
we were talking about that
and
earlier.
to also be able to score and stuff. Like it's not. So LeBron being a good defender is a compliment, and I think also accurate. But there's also parts of his career where he didn't play defense consistently enough for you to say he was a good defender. He wasn't even engaged. Like 2018, okay, thanks LeBron for playing some defense in the playoffs sometimes. 2017, 2016, help defense was it. On the ball, I mean, they were putting him on some pretty crappy players to try to conserve his energy. So we can't say he was a good defender in those years. He wasn't pushed to be a good defender in those years. Right. So let's not frame it like he was. It wasn't the case. There's no proof of that. I'm not saying he couldn't play defense. I'm saying he just wasn't at the time. You know, and that's what the teams were doing to try to conserve his energy. And that extended through the Lakers years. When I'm looking at the Lakers now, I mean, I remember prior to January, they were putting LeBron on these bums on the Trailblazers. These bums. Like and that's, you can't be considered a good defender when you have to guard the bums, because the other guys got to guard the better players for you. So I'm not going to say he's a bad defender. I'm saying for half his career, he was tasked with having to play defense, and he was a good defender.
Right.
And in some years, he was a very good defender. But he was getting cooked by Derrick Rose. He was getting cooked by the smaller players, Tony Parker, Jason Terry. LeBron's too heavy, too much muscle, too big, could not guard guards. The sentiment about him being able to defend 5 positions, that is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Guards were cooking him. Any center worth worth a damn was cooking him in the post anyways.
Right.
He was great at guarding forwards.
Yep.
Great at guarding forward. Guys his size, the lateral type movements, the physics. LeBron did very good against guys with similar physics. That's all I'm going to say. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man.
No, absolutely.
Great call. Sid Bubble, call back. Laker Nation, call back. We see you. We were on a call. I don't know if you were hearing it. You might be watching on your phone. But yeah, call back, guys. We see you.
Check your DMs.
I got you, man. Yeah.
Those numbers are also with Jordan missing an entire season.
Not an entire season.
Well, damn near. He only played 18 games.
Regardless, that still shouldn't be that close for the pass first guy. And again, how does it?
Oh no, I'm not arguing that. No, I'm not arguing that.
How does he take a larger percentage of his team's field goal attempts? Because if we really,
the rest of the team don't shoot that much.
Excuses. Laker Nation, what up?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Chilling, man.
What's happening?
All right, what you got, brother?
I'm glad we got the dub last night. Shit, we needed that, boy. Woo!
Boy, breath of fresh air, right?
I almost packed it in. Like, ready for next season. Nah, but
before you go on, man, happy St. Patrick's Day.
Man, shut up.
What? I was trying to show you some love, man. That's what we do?
No, you're not. No, you're not.
I was just trying to show you some love.
No, you're not, man.
That's cold, man.
We go through this all day, every day, Bruce. Stop it.
I was showing you some love.
Now you're trying to do it. Now you're trying to do it on the show. Okay. All right.
Showing you love, man. But go ahead with your comments, man. I just wanted
Yeah.
What you got?
Okay, since we're on the topic of defense.
Defense.
All right. We got to stop making these metrics thinking like a fad, man. It's like This is basketball. This is the cream of the crop. The best players in the world. All right. Great players is gonna get buckets on elite defense. So let's just keep it real. Great players gonna get. So you can't be talking about he didn't play good defense because this player got 30. It if you look at the box score, if he shot 30 to 35 times to get that 30, then
yeah, that's okay.
You know,
that's great.
Then
defense.
that was elite defense.
Yeah.
Okay. So, in two, nobody is checking someone full game. We can go. Well, no, we can go back into the tape. Nobody's checking somebody full game.
Okay, when we say full games, are we saying every moment, every possession?
That's because what you made it sound like.
No, nobody's doing that. But we talking about this is my assignment, and I'm on him for the game. And again, I can show you Gary Payton in the NBA Finals, games 4 through 6 against Michael Jordan. He begged for that assignment, and George Karl didn't want to give it to him. Pause, because he had a torn calf during that series.
Bruce. It's an 82-game season, and at least 16 to 17 more in the playoffs. Okay, they're gonna have moments where, they're gonna make their adjustments, their switch. And okay, this your lead defender, your responsibility in this fourth quarter. Slow down this play. No one is saying your game plan today is you're guarding Paul Pierce 48 minutes. No one has ever done that.
Okay, I just said nobody's doing that every minute of every game. But yes, the matchup is the matchup, and yes.
But I can't believe you making me do this. But you got to be fair across the board. But that was your critique of number 23 with the Lakers right now. It was like he don't play on ball defense all game. Nobody is.
Y'all are not hearing what I'm saying, but that's cool, man. Go ahead. I'm not even gonna argue it. Go ahead.
Brucey, I'm around basketball for a living.
That's cool. You're not hearing what I'm saying, but go ahead. It's all good.
Okay, what are you saying? Because multiple people are not we trying to figure it out.
So how many times do I have to say? Okay, let me do this. What I'm saying is, we're all old enough to come from an era where your assignment is your assignment. Does that mean that every second of the entire game you're going to be on that assignment? No. But the vast majority, the bulk of that game, that's who you're going to be defending. Again, we know that when Tony Allen was in the game, he was guarding Kobe. We know that, right?
Only play defense. Go ahead.
I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Strap up. That's your assignment. That's what I'm talking about. We can even go back. We don't even have to go back that far. Like I said, we can go back to 2010, 2008, when LeBron James and Paul Pierce was the assignment, and those guys were guarding each other pretty much all game. Now, does that mean that there was never part of the game where somebody else was on that side? No, that's not what I'm saying. But that was the assignment, and for the bulk of the game, that was who they were defending. That's what I'm saying.
Now, what did you just say in the previous topic? What did you just say about this era of basketball?
I'm sorry, I don't. Go ahead, tell me what I said.
They switch.
Yes,
it's not the same no more.
Yes, I understand that. But we're talking about the 2010, and we were specifically gotten to the LeBron thing. But anyway, go ahead, Laker Nation. Let's let him finish his call up.
Okay, man. Yeah, you're talking about guys that are utility players. Their specific job role is one thing. Tony Allen's specific role is one thing. We're playing the Lakers. You're guarding. Your job is to guard Kobe for 28, 30 minutes during the game, and then you're sitting. You may hit a couple threes on offense. That's it. We're referring to the star players.
Gary Payton was the star.
We're referring to the. Bruce, stop that.
You got it, man.
We're referring to the star players. All right, star players are not certain matchups. You see that, but majority of the time, star players are not matched up to each other for 48 minutes. But you see this sport, and they cook each other. T-Mac cooked Kobe. Kobe cooked T-Mac. When Orlando, when they went hit it,
I hated it.
We're not, but we're not disputing Kobe and saying he's not an elite defender. Right?
Gilbert Arenas also put up 60 on Kobe's face, but
So great defenders get cooked at times. These are the best players in the league. The difference when it comes to LeBron James is because it's the style of defense he plays. It's not consistent across the board like a Kobe Bryant, like a Michael Jordan, like a Gary Payton. It's not consistent across the board. Majority of the time, he's out there picking, waiting for his spot. He's standing around waiting for his spot. And when the spot there, then he jumps on there, get that block, get that rebound, push the break. That's what LeBron James does. When it comes time to a game situation, he'll squat down and get low and try to make a stop on people like D-Lo to get a dub. That's the difference with LeBron James and everyone else. It's not consistent. He's not hard. He's not hounding the court like a Draymond Green. When he's helping off of his man, he's going there. He's helping Seth, who's getting beat, and he recovers and gets back on his man, block the shot, challenge the shot, get the rebound, push the break. Draymond is everywhere. We can't compare those. We can't compare those two. So, reason why people would say LeBron James is not a elite defender because they don't fully understand the intricacies of basketball. They're just looking at he's getting beat. He's standing on the court. He's not doing nothing. This guy just got 5 buckets in a row on him. Why is he out there? When all he does throughout his whole career, except for a few games where he lock in, he just takes his spot.
He's notorious for that. He'll definitely pick his spots. And he'll play great defense. Not saying he's elite. Nobody's saying he's elite. Is he a good to very good defender back in the 2010s? Yes, that's what we're saying. He was. There's no way you're finishing top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year multiple years and you're not a good defender, bro. Like, it doesn't even make sense. And like to say he packaging it, bro, Kobe was still in the league. What do they need to package? The numbers proved it.
I'll even go back to we all agree Kobe's an elite defender.
Yes, absolutely.
But he was that finals when they played Philly. He wasn't checking Allen Iverson the whole 48 minutes.
Did not.
Tyronn Lue was on majority of the time.
The step over. Yep.
Very good on them the majority of the time. Kobe didn't check him into the fourth quarter when it was time to, with game on the line, let's get it done. After game 1, when AI destroyed us and got that dub, Phil was like, okay, preserve your energy. We're not gonna put you on him for 48 minutes though, because we need your scoring. But fourth quarter, he's all yours.
Mm-hmm. I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you, Laker Nation. I hear you.
The difference.
That's what I've been saying.
That's why we say certain players are elite defenders and some are not. Because it's a body of work and the consistency, which LeBron supporters can't get through their heads, which is why I stopped talking to them 100%, because I'm tired of repeating myself, saying the same thing over and over. I just let them holler and scream and say they nonsense.
Hold on 1 second, Laker Nation. Let's shout out Nino real quick. 499 super chat. Thank you so much, brother. MJ didn't play no T-Mac level scorers at his position. Everybody was throwing it in the post. Nino, that's not true, but we'll do this another time.
That's not true.
That's been the knock on the 90s. It was a big man era. Thank you, Laker Nation. By the way, remember I was talking about Gary Payton? Gary Payton defending Michael Jordan in games 4, 5, and 6 of the 96 finals. During those, when Gary Payton was the primary defender, Michael Jordan shot 22 of 60. Gary Payton strapped up and played defense. That was his assignment.
That's his calling card.
But all right, you got it.
You're naming guys that was their calling card. We're not saying LeBron is on that level, bro.
You're missing the point that he was also a great offensive player too. It wasn't just like he was a defensive specialist, even though he was a defensive specialist, but he played great offense too.
Good and great. Elite is a different thing. Bron plays elite offense. So he's not an elite defender. There hasn't been many cases at all in the history of the NBA where you're elite at both.
Okay.
They don't do it. Kobe couldn't do it.
All right.
There's only a handful.
Like, bro, it's not a lot.
Okay.
When you have to control the game that much on the offensive side of the ball, there's no way in hell you're going to be elite on defense. No way.
Not tolerating that, but go ahead.
You don't have to.
I'm not going to take up too much time on the show,
but that we want to make up for LeBron, and I'm not having it.
No, because you're not giving everybody the fair shake.
Okay.
You're not giving him it. You're not giving it that. Gary Payton was never the focal point of his whole offense. Nigga had Sean Kemp.
But
he wasn't the focal point.
He scored, he dished the rock, and he was a lockdown defender. Here, Kevin Garnett
barely got 20, bro. Barely got 20.
Wow.
Bruce, is that elite? Is that elite or no? Or is that good? That's just good. Is 20 points elite or good?
23 a game back then was damn near elite.
20 points is elite now.
Back then.
Y'all better than skip the Stephen A, man. Y'all.
Oh my God. You got to stop looking like 20 points, 24 points, 23 points. Back then, that was because guys were playing defense. My bad.
Y'all forget that y'all on the show. Y'all be doing this. Y'all better than skip the Stephen A. At least they remember they on there. No, but I'm gonna just close with this. There's only a handful of people that are hands down elite on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
Elite on both sides of the ball. We know Kobe Bryant was one of them. Michael Jordan was another. There was only a handful that's elite on both sides. Most guys are elite on one side of the ball and good or decent on the other.
And neither one of them controlled the game like Bron do on the offensive side. Neither one.
Man.
Well, that's a topic for another day.
No doubt.
I don't have enough phone time to put holes through that.
There's no holes you can put it. The usage rate is high.
Yeah, we got Bubba on this call before he before we move on to the next topic, man.
Eric, okay, that's B Moore's name. I didn't know her name was Erica.
I didn't know that either.
Lakers #1, baby. Let's go.
Lake Show. 1, 2, 3. Lakers in 5.
What does he say? He had all the Shannon got the funniest lines for that. Lakers in 5.
Oh man, Chewbacca, Serge Ibaka, Waka Flocka.
Just sit. Please call back. I want to make sure I get your call, brother. Yeah, right. He got a whole bunch of them.
OKC Thunder. Damn, what was that one? He said he did one about OKC.
Yeah, he got a bunch.
Yeah.
Sid Bubba, what's going on, my brother? How are you?
I'm blessed. Finally, I was able to get in. Now,
man, sorry about that.
Bruce.
Yes, sir.
Bruce.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna give you a bone. I think we're understanding what you're trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
Now, LeBron has had some elite defensive performances in the NBA.
Yes,
but they never considered him to be a full-time lockdown defender like Kawhi, TA, or my homeboy Scotty.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
right.
He had, basically what we're saying, he had his stretches where he played elite. When he had to guarding the best players and then make those game-changing plays. He did a lot of that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of giving you, we kind of get what you're saying,
mm-hmm.
but he elevated his defense in key moments. Whether he has to guard the elite scorers,
I can admit that,
make clutch shots, or impacting as a help defender. Those are the things that LeBron did do. So it's kind of like, we kind of agreeing. Now, I'm not saying I get what you're saying, but I guess that's the message I'm getting. He ain't Scottie Pippen.
No.
Right. But I'm just saying, but Scottie had to do a lot of stuff LeBron had to do, but LeBron had to score more than Scottie because guess what?
That's right.
Mike was the first scoring option.
Facts.
So, So I see what you're saying, but also really see what Transform and everybody else saying too.
Right.
I Right.
I was a little frustrated. I felt like they didn't understand what I was trying to say.
They got what you saying, Bruce. When you get, but see, I know you gonna have all, you kind of just know it all. You gonna have all your sheep to the road, try to check off the thing, and wait a minute, then wait to see what somebody says all about it, come up with something. Oh, I know you. I'm gonna call you, brother. I'm gonna call you out on that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm gonna call you out now. But
your favorite hater? Kobe couldn't guard Jason Terry either.
Oh my
right.
gosh.
But guess what though? And this is I'm gonna use Bruce's logic on that one. When guess who averages 27 points on Michael Jordan? Take a wild guess.
Mitch Richmond?
Nope. Allen Iverson.
Okay.
Oh wow, yeah, he does technically.
That makes sense.
He do. I was too quick. Jordan did his best, but it's a matter of physics.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan had fits too on the lookout guards.
Yeah,
but
like
also
Mike Mood gave him problems too. Yeah, it's tough.
So those little quick guards, there ain't nothing you can do about it.
Right.
You just got to charge to the game.
Right.
So you just got to charge some things to the game.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as when I think of an elite defender, I think LeBron's good, but there's times when he has to be elite because he does so much. He does so much other stuff. We can't expect to do that too. And then you got to know your personnel too to help out with defense. So it ain't like back in the day, everybody go man up. Nah, it ain't. Because back in the day, everybody had to guard their own man. So it wasn't a whole lot of switching. So,
exactly.
you couldn't do that.
Right.
Now, as far as when I think of very few guys who were elite on both ends, in the 2010s, I would say Kawhi, but sells 84 guys. This is one reason why, some of the younger guys need to learn some history.
Facts.
Mike Jordan and Hakeem the Dream. Go ahead, hit it. Hakeem the Dream.
Yes, sir, Sid Bubba. Yes.
So, as a great defensive player and a great offensive player, that was Hakeem. So when somebody says comparing Hakeem to Joker, that's kind of what we mean by that. Hakeem, well, I don't know about that. Hakeem could go out and guard guards if he steps out. He can't guard them full time.
No.
But same thing with LeBron. There's stretches when your big guys could, move their feet enough and use their quickness to guard other positions. You just ain't getting nothing in the paint. You just ain't getting nothing in the paint with Hakeem because he's going to block it. He can block it, keep it in play. Same thing with Mike.
Yeah.
Now those guys were elite. But you also got to realize this, too. Another reason why Mike was very elite on defense, he did have, to me, the greatest wing. He had the greatest wing defender ever in Scotty. To me. And we're going to
be the greatest ever?
as far as on the wing, I ain't saying he's the greatest defender ever.
Yeah, no, I get you. I got you.
I think Kawhi is right there with him, bro. I don't know.
Yeah. But Kawhi didn't guard them dogs that we had back in the day.
That's
Kawhi
true.
didn't have to guard. He didn't have to guard Magic Johnson. And then too.
So you know what? Real quick, let me interrupt you now and let you go ahead. So people always push that Magic Johnson thing. Michael Jordan actually guarded Magic Johnson for a larger portion of that NBA Finals than Scottie Pippen did. A lot of people don't know that, but go ahead.
Yeah, that's because they had to switch him.
I didn't like him for it. He's my own boy. I didn't like him for it because the Lakers was the team. So, and I didn't like him for it. Yeah, I told. So, but when you got, that's when we really look at as far as those defenders, and I also think about Tony Allen. So, but Kawhi, MJ, but see, then also Kawhi, didn't he win Defensive Player back to back?
I know he won one. I don't know if it was.
I think he won. I think he won two of them. I thought he won. Yeah,
I think he was a runner-up. I don't think he won the next one.
Okay. I thought he won 15 and 16. I wasn't sure, but I'm just saying. What about Akeem, MJ? So when you look at those, that's pretty much what you meaning by an elite defender who can kind of play both ways. But it's also different with LeBron. If he didn't have to do playmaking and scoring, could he do? Yeah, he could. But he has to do so much other stuff. So he proved instructors on what he can do, but that wasn't required of him to do so. If that makes sense.
Hey, by the way, let me share this with y'all real quick because I want to dispel this notion real quick. All right, so I just looked this up. Additionally, after the 1991 finals, Pippen commented on Jordan's defensive efforts, saying, quote, I think Michael realized that by stepping up and putting a lot more pressure on Magic, and I think that's why Phil stuck with Michael because he was able to put a lot more pressure than what he did in game one, unquote. This suggests that while Pippen took on the challenge of guarding Magic at key moments, most notably in game two, when Jordan got into foul trouble, Jordan was the primary defender on Magic for the majority of the series. I just
got to package it for Jordan. See how they got to package it? See, he don't like it when it's on the other foot. What was that packaging? That's saying so fun when the rabbit got the gun.
That's Pippen saying what happened. How is that packaging anything?
He's packaging for Jordan.
Saying what he. Oh my goodness.
Okay, but look at it this way too, Bruce.
Yes.
Dominique averaged getting in 30 against the Bulls when they played. Is Mike stopping Dominique? Mike ain't playing Dominique. So yeah, so it's easy when you do. Yeah. Oh, what about your boy? You know, since this is St. Patty's Day, Bird. Mike Bird? No.
Mike is not defending Bird. No, that wasn't his matchup.
We got to put that in perspective. So
that wasn't his matchup. All I'm saying is I just wanted to dispel that particular rumor because I'm not saying you. We see this from the LeBron fans all the time that Mike couldn't defend. That's why Scotty had to save him in the finals by guarding Magic.
No. He didn't save him. But you got to look at it.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. Okay. But we also got, I guess, as far as just basketball fans, we got to look at favorable matchups too, though. As far as offense and defense, not to say Michael couldn't guard, but it doesn't make logical sense for Michael to defend Karl Malone. Because back then, basketball was very much position based. You played your man straight up, and you got to hold your position. So that context matters as well.
Yeah, I like it.
So you good, Bruce? You understand what we're kind of saying the same thing.
I get it. I just wanted to make sure that I think there was some disconnect in people understanding what I was trying to say. That's all.
No, we got it. No, yeah, but you have to. This is it, and this is how I am. You also have to give LeBron the facts and what he did.
Mm-hmm.
So, like in 2012, Steve Splendor, he didn't stop. he took the challenge on KD. Did he stop KD? No, but he was right. But he played foul.
Really.
Well, but see, here's the thing, and I'm not just pointing to a certain thing, right? KD averaged 30, and I'm not just throwing the stats, but he did it on 50% shooting, right?
Yeah.
So, like,
but he had to work for it.
Yeah, but on 50% shooting, though, like, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. But before then, those other series, he was cooking more than that, though. So they got, he was doing more. KD was really cooking, man, in those other prior series. The Lakers, that boy KD, they thought that would be his coming out year, but LeBron did play him solid. But he had to work. He had to work for it. 2013. So 2013. So he had to he held Kawhi like the 3 to 9, 3 to 9 shooting. Even though, so and then 2016, Iggy was so the block I guess everybody gonna have their views, their opinions. Oh, it's overrated, it's underrated.
No, it's a great block, great timing. But how come nobody talks about Hakeem's block in Game 6 in '94?
Oh, come on, man. That was way back then.
That block literally saved the championship. Literally. It literally saved the championship. Starks had 5 threes and 27 points that night. So he makes that shot. The series is over.
Where's the footage of me?
I'm sorry.
Wait. And then, too,
what's it?
Hakeem is the center to come out to do it.
Thank you. That's the real greatest block in finals history. By the way, we talk about chase down blocks. What about Tayshaun Prince with the chase down block in the Eastern Conference Finals against the Pacers that ended Reggie Miller's career? Remember that? But again, nobody talks about that because
one block.
Okay, but we gonna get the context of that though. Just think about it. They went down 3-1 either, Bruce. And guess what? It just felt like Golden State was at home. And it could have went bad. It could have went bad. It could have went bad for them, but they came back. But also the context in them coming back. That's why that block was so important. That's the thing I give LeBron this. As far as those Game 7s, one of the best games. Hey, Steve, you guys were one of the best Game 7 players ever.
Didn't I say that though? Y'all know I'm not a LeBron guy. Have I said that multiple times? I have. But you know what? It's so funny. Nobody hears it when I give LeBron his due. When I say I don't mean you, Sid Bubba, but I'm saying I consistently get his dude his credit for what he does well, but nobody hears that. That's what annoys me. See, but I know what it is. I don't worship the dude, so that's not good enough for these people. See, I see what it is. Dominique, are you gonna call in or are you gonna be a chat dog? You gonna call in? There for
little cutie too. Tell her to get on camera. Come on, cutie pie. Dominique, come on, cutie pie. Do me a favor,
man. Sid Bubba. Man.
Oh well, he also did pretty good in the 2020 finals at crucial moments too. But I was just slide that in there for you before you go there.
He did.
Yeah, he had to, had to guard up Jokic a little bit, lock him down a little bit, a couple of stretches, some stretches, not the game, but some stretches.
He had to take over Jimmy Butler, but he was old in 30 something
too. But
yeah, but he was old in 30 something too, though. He was supposed to be the Wash King. Yeah. 36. He was supposed to be the Wash King.
Well,
I heard that before. We ain't gonna go there.
Yeah, we ain't even gonna talk about Wash. If you want to hear about Wash, check out the YouTube short I posted earlier today. But that's a different thing.
But that's it, brothers. That's it. That's all I got.
Well, I appreciate it so much, man. Thank you for calling in, Sid Bubba. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Bruce. Bruce, we do listen to you. We do listen to your words of wisdom.
Man, you the one that brings the wisdom, Sid Bubba, and I appreciate it. Thank you, my man. All right, Sailor. Have a good one. All right, y'all. That's a great series of calls on that topic. Man, that should have been the third topic, huh?
Well, I think it should have been.
It should have been. Man, that was tough right there. Jeez. Oh my gosh. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead. We're going to take it to the next topic, y'all. Wow, that was good. Where are we? Yes.